Hi everybody, I'm back with another video with Joelle's RealiTEA. I'm Joelle, this is Alexa.
Hi.
It's been like 2 weeks I think since the last video that we did, and it's not because like I didn't want to do any videos or record anything. It was just like the holidays, stuff like that. I was busy with family stuff. They were all sick for the most part, so Christmas wasn't really Christmas this year. That's okay, but on this episode we're going to be talking about a bunch of things that happened over the course of like the year. And a lot of the stuff I didn't even realize that it happened this year. I was telling Alexa that like a lot of these things, like when you think about them happening, like for example, Katy Perry going to space, we didn't really think that happened this year, and like a bunch of other things, and we're just kind of like, this entire year has been crazy. So
it's flown, but also has felt so long.
Yeah.
Like simultaneously.
I kind of am over this year, but it's just been so much, I think, for everybody, in good and bad ways. But I guess we have to see what next year has for us. So I think we're gonna start with some crazy things that happened this year, some like really good stories, and then we're gonna go into kind of like symbolic awards, I guess, for lack of a better term. One for main character and then one for villain. And then just some other stuff. And then we're going to talk about like our personal L's for the year. Because we should, I don't think we should just do L's though. We should do like wins.
I did both.
Okay. So we're going to talk about our L's, our wins, things that we're going to do, new things that we tried. I feel like every...
I didn't want you to keep talking because if you said something good, I was going to be really irritated if there was a sneeze behind it.
No, all I was going to say is that I feel like we're getting like better and better with every single video that we do.
As I sneeze.
Yeah. Okay, so the Katy Perry thing, she went to space in April, and I thought that it was just something cool that like she did, because I think she was up there and she was like singing and stuff like that, and they took pictures, they took videos and stuff like that. She was up there for like a grand total of like 5 minutes, I think it was. But she received a lot of backlash online.
Space.
Yeah, I guess like I guess she didn't really go that high up, right?
Like they go to where you hit zero gravity, I think, and then you stay up there for a few minutes and then you come back down. So it's not like Neil Armstrong space.
Yeah.
But she also went with some other people. I feel like we all kind of think about Katy Perry went to space, but Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, which is Jeff Bezos' fiance, Amanda Wynn, who's a civil rights activist, Aisha Bowe, she's a former NASA scientist, and Carrie Ann Flynn, who is a filmmaker. So they experienced weightlessness and saw Earth from the edge of space during a brief suborbital flight.
Yeah, so she received a bunch of backlash about it. I was still kind of confused about it. I still kind of don't get it, but a lot of it, I feel like people are just saying that she's using her money for just like stupid things, I guess, if that makes sense. Somebody said partially because they were so pretentious. They claimed some inspiration victory for women, which came across badly given it was basically a joyride. I don't really see it that way. I feel like people are just like angry about it for like whatever reason. You know what I mean?
I guess their big thing was that, it was an all-woman crew, which it was, but it wasn't like an all-woman crew to the moon or to Mars or to wherever. Like, so it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is our first all-woman crew into space, because it wasn't as deep as that, but it was still cool.
Yeah. And then like I guess like she was like kissing the ground after they got up.
Yes.
I don't think that's like something that I would do, because she was up there for like a second, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'm up there and I come back down, it's probably not that different from the carnival ride.
Like, do you kiss the ground when you get off an airplane?
No. I mean, people clap, but that's
just weird.
I think it's weird too, because I feel like we shouldn't be clapping for something that's as serious as an airplane ride. Tom Holland proposes to Zendaya.
And that was August, right?
Yes, that was in August. And I think I saw like people posting about it on Twitter and online, and like watching like TikTok videos about it. But for some reason, I completely forgot about it. And I'm happy for them. They're very cute.
I love them as a couple.
And I think they're probably going to be like a really happy couple in marriage, and most likely going to have some kids and stuff like that. I don't think nobody said anything negative. Everybody's just like in complete shock.
Why are they in shock?
I don't know. For me, I feel like they still seem like really, really, really young.
They do seem young, but like they're what, mid-20s?
No, I think Tom Holland's like 29. So I guess he's not young, right? He's 29.
And Zendaya is also 29. What's the problem?
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. I'm happy for them. Like you don't really see anything bad about either of them. I feel like they're just like, which is crazy because like
unproblematic
people like their age usually at this point, like in their career, like say something or do something that kind of like puts them like in a negative light, and for them to like be, at least as far as I know, like they haven't really done or said anything that would be deemed cancelable. You know what I mean?
They've been together since 2021. Like, good on them putting in some time. And apparently Zendaya was named by Time as one of the 100 most influential people in the world.
Did you ever see the hat meme?
No.
Look it up.
What?
Zendaya hat meme.
That's interesting.
It was something stupid. It was like people were like looking at our hat, and what they were doing was like they're making like creepy videos out of it. And for example, Cynthia Erivo, like she was like shown like in a video like talking to her or something like that, and people were like, "Do you know what Cynthia spelled backward is? It's hat." And like
what?
they were just putting creepy. I'll have to show you, but like they were just putting like creepy music over it and just like making it like a meme almost. Kanye's posts online. Have you seen anything about that? Do you have Twitter? Or X, people call it X.
I pretend like that doesn't exist anymore.
So you didn't see Kanye posting about like how he was a Nazi?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Kanye West has long sparked controversy over his anti-Semitic remarks as he declared himself a Nazi. So here's the thing. When we're talking about like that kind of thing, and I feel like people are very back and forth like about when somebody's like saying some crazy stuff like this, and then they're just like, oh well, I supported their music, I don't really support their views. At what point do you draw the line like where like enough is enough, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because unfortunately I feel like Nicki Minaj has reached that point for me lately,
and for a lot of people,
and I just can't keep defending her anymore. So I'm trying to figure out like where that line is drawn, because I feel like a lot of people are hypocritical about it, like when it comes to supporting like their favorite celebrities and stuff like that. There's this girl that I'm friends with that doesn't like agree with his views, but she still likes his music. So I don't know like how I feel about that.
If I'm listening to Spotify and like an R. Kelly song comes on, I immediately skip it, like because it just feels weird to listen to it.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how I am with it. Like if it's someone that I just have a problem with just because like I don't like them for like superficial reasons, that's one thing. But when you're talking about things as deep as declaring yourself a Nazi or aligning with certain people who are bringing the freaking world down, like that's a little bit more than just like a personal preference. That's, yeah.
I also feel like he has like a lot of mental issues that he has to like work with. And
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that that's like an excuse, because declaring yourself a Nazi is like very, very like extreme. And he's always been like one to like say like crazy things online or have like crazy takes, but I don't know. I feel like he needs to get. I feel like if he has all that money, he should be able to get the help that he needs.
Right.
And I feel like he's not doing that. At least not that I know, because obviously I don't know the guy. But I feel like if I had that amount of money, like I would be going to get the help that I need.
I think you have to have the right people around you too.
Especially when he took his wife. Do you see when she went to the weird ceremony? She was like basically naked.
Yeah.
Like it was just like nothing. They got kicked out. I think they were there for like 5 seconds, and they were like, "Nope, you gotta go." Because like when you see these things, like there's obviously something that's like not right in their head, right?
I think he definitely has a lot of mental issues that need to be checked out for sure. Whether all of it is due to mental issues, I don't know, but that's not an excuse. It's a reason, you know? It doesn't
Right.
excuse your behavior, but it lets us know why you're doing it.
Hailey Bieber was, I guess, not accused, but people were like kind of like connecting dots online that she had been stalking Justin since like 2013.
2013?
2013, like she was stalking him like as a fan, like made like a Twitter account of like their ship name. I think it was like Jaylee. I don't know if that's what the name was called.
That sounds so stupid.
But like a lot of the photos and like the videos that they like, I thought it was crazy at first, but then like they were showing like pictures of her like in the background, and like her like at meet and greets, and she was like posting like cryptic stuff like online, like about like I think like about like how they were gonna be dating or something like that.
So she planned this whole thing out.
I think she planned this whole thing out. Like, how do you just like pretend to like run into them at the coffee shop and be like, oh my god, I'm such a huge fan, and then
okay, well, I think everyone does that on a certain level, but like taking it to stalking is more than that. I think like everyone might, not everyone, but like people might like manufacture a meet cute like that,
right.
You know, like, oh, I see that guy over there, I want to like, let me go over there and like pretend to drop my bag or something like that, you know. But stalking is serious.
Or people were accusing her like of just like stalking, or they were even saying like witchcraft too. And yes, they were like going like deep with it.
How do you feel about witchcraft?
You're talking to the wrong person, because I don't see nothing wrong with it. As long as like you're probably like
light side, nothing wrong with it, or any of it, nothing wrong with it.
I don't know, because I see both aspects of it. But like when it comes to something like that, I feel like I find something wrong with it personally, because you're messing with somebody's free will.
Yeah.
And people were saying like that's why he's treating her the way that he is, because
he knows she's obsessed with him and she is
not just that, but like that. I guess like if you believe in like the witchcraft and stuff like that, that she somehow manipulated his free will, and like it's working against her because they were never meant to be together.
Right.
If that makes sense. But so they're married now. I think don't they have a kid together?
Did they have a kid?
I think they have a kid together.
A whole child? How did I miss this?
Yes, Justin and Hailey Bieber have a son named Jack. I don't really like Justin, never have, like never will. But I feel like it was like talked about enough that I had to bring it up. But it also goes into Selena Gomez. I like Selena Gomez personally.
I do too.
But I guess like her, like Selena and Hailey like had like their own Instagram beef, and I guess it started with like, I think it was Selena, she unfollowed Hailey, and it like just like escalated from there.
Look, you can unfollow anyone you want. Why do people make such a big deal out of that? If I don't want to see your stuff, I'll unfollow you, and I don't care.
But isn't that kind of like shady? Like not
why?
No, not shady, but like, you know, somebody's gonna like look at that and they're gonna be like, oh, why did she unfollow her? Like if they don't have to be friends, or like I guess like if she was supporting her or something like that. But it wasn't only Hailey or like Selena. I guess like Justin also shared like a shady meme of Benny Blanco. So I feel like it was just like this whole like messy
internet drama, yeah.
Which kind of shows. I'm not trying to say like Selena was like in the right or anything, but like if she's feeding into this whole like Hailey thing, and Justin's feeding into it, because like why does he care about Benny if he's like, you know what I mean? Like, because
he's still in love with Selena. He said it best himself. I didn't want to write a song because I didn't want anyone thinking I still care or don't.
And so
I'll be quoting Justin Bieber songs.
So why not just break up with Hailey then? That's what I don't think,
because some people think he's a narcissist.
You think so?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't follow him well enough.
He went like on a meltdown. Like he was like posting pictures on Instagram and like videos of him like at clubs, and like not just at a club, but he was like dancing with Sexy Red and like doing a bunch of crazy stuff. And people are like, "What's the matter with this guy?" Like,
he's a child star.
Yeah, but also like I feel like he's just contributing to his own pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like.
I think people need to just be honest about how they feel about things instead of trying to put on this persona. But he is in the spotlight, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But, like, if you're not wanting to be with Hailey and you're sad that Selena's moved on and that you feel like you've messed everything up, just be honest and say that. Like, why do you have to be weird about it?
Yeah. I feel like if I was him at this point, I would have just, like, divorced Hailey.
At least, at minimum.
Like, even if you seem to get your mental health together, then I feel like that's what needs to be done. But it's just like having to like be involved with like all this like crazy stuff, and it just looks crazy to me. But then like going back to what I said, like if you had that type of money, I feel like I would go and get some serious mental. I would check myself.
He needs a good therapist. Everyone needs a good therapist, in my opinion. Every single person.
I would do it if I had the money.
If you have good insurance, you have the means, get a therapist.
And he definitely has the means.
Yes.
And so does Kanye.
Yes. You can buy a live-in therapist with their money.
Kim Kardashian ultimate bush thong.
I could not believe that when I saw it, but
I thought it was a joke.
I can't believe people actually purchased it.
It's sold out. I don't even know if it's sold out still, but I wouldn't doubt it. It's still sold out. It says join waitlist, final sale. How much is this thing? It's originally $32 and it's on sale for $19.
This is crazy. What is the purpose of it?
That was my next question. Is it like if you like want to shave, but then like your guy's like, no, I don't want you to, and you're like, okay, probably not then. Just
but
buy
then
this.
when you take your underwear off, it's gonna be gone anyway. I guess you could like just push it over to the side.
But like I feel like this has got to be like you know how like Balenciaga makes a bunch of like fashion things, like accessories and jackets and shoes and stuff like that look kind of like something that nobody would want to buy, but they sell them anyway.
Yes.
Like their tape bracelet. Have you seen the tape bracelet?
No.
It literally looks like a roll of scotch tape. Not scotch tape. What is it, like clear packing tape? And on the inside it says Balenciaga, and it looks like a roll of tape. Price around $3,000 to $4,000 for tape.
Bro, I'll make that at home on my crafting table. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? This is so stupid.
So do you think people buy these things just because like they're...
It's a status thing because they can waste that much money on something so stupid.
Do you think this too for the Skims?
That was, $32
This looks like somebody
isn't
took,
that expensive.
It looks like somebody took the clipping from like a Party City wig and like glued it onto it. Goodbye. Do you need more tissue?
Why is my sneeze so obnoxious? That's the real question.
So do you think this is the same concept?
Yes. At least you can see the Balenciaga because it's see-through, right? So like you can see it.
But if you're just like taking a glance at it, you're just gonna be like, oh,
why do you have a roll of
packing
tape on your arm? Yeah. Does it work at least? Like, is it dual use?
It better be for $4,000.
Like I want Balenciaga on my tape when I'm mailing something.
I'm gonna talk about this very briefly.
Oh,
like
God.
very, very, very briefly.
If you say Luigi Mangio,
no, not him. Charlie Kirk. But only briefly because we're gonna talk about his wife, Erica. I understand that.
I almost said a word that you would have had to bleep.
Okay, I think it's weird that she's kind of going like on this whole like grand tour, like for. Is she still doing it? Like she walks up onto a stage like crying, but there's like fireworks and there's like people like dancing and singing and there's like lasers.
Remember when I said everyone needs a good therapist? Add her to the list.
Is that what this episode's going to be about? It's like everybody who's watching or listening, you need a good therapist.
Everyone needs a good therapist.
Like going into next year, like we're going to go into it with like good mental health.
Yes. Even if you don't go into it with good mental health, at least leave it with good mental health because we're putting you on right now. Get a good therapist. Even if it's like Google, like do something, work on yourself. I just want a little bit of a rant.
I don't like either of them, but I think it's weird for her to be like out and like
she's monetizing her husband's death.
There we go.
She's monetizing it.
Is that not evil?
It's disgusting and despicable and discouraging and detrimental to my health. All right?
I feel like if it were me, I'd be like, I need everybody to leave me the fuck alone. Like,
right.
I'm literally, like, my husband just died.
Right.
He got killed. Like, we need to deal with,
like in front of you. Not only did he just die, not only did he get killed, he very publicly got murdered. But, like, people... Okay. Who's mourning Hitler's death? Who?
Right. Nobody.
So why are we mourning his? Like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
And she just saw that like as a cash grab opportunity. Because,
absolutely.
Like, why would you be like doing like all this extra? She didn't know that she's like actually like in mourning.
No. Ugh.
That's why I said. That's why I said briefly. This is the last one that I have.
What?
The lube heist.
Okay.
So. 8 crown jewels were stolen in under 8 minutes.
I had to look up what crown jewels were.
You don't know what crown jewels are?
They're jewels that were on crowns, right?
Yeah.
But like I didn't get like the hype behind it. Like how big of a deal it is. Like a crown jewel.
Right.
Like, I just thought it was, like, a really fancy jewel. I didn't know, like, it was on a crown, you know?
They sold it in under 8 minutes, and I guess, like, the museum admitted to having cameras and, like, protection protocols that were outdated.
Look at this. Why? That's, like, just why does this even exist?
You wouldn't be able, like, even to, like, sell that thing, would you?
Why does it exist?
What do you mean, why does it exist?
Why does it exist? Like, why does this thing with all these, like, diamonds and jewels and stuff that are worth millions of dollars, like, why? Why are we putting so much value on this? That's how I feel about it.
I think part of the value has to do with, like, the royal family aspect.
3,000 gemstones.
On it?
Yes. But, like, how cool would it be to take a picture of it with it on your head, though?
I feel like that would be scary.
2,868 diamonds. Don't even get me started on diamonds. 273 pearls, 17 sapphires, 11 emeralds, and 5 rubies.
How much is it worth?
2.3 pounds. Not money. Wait.
Like, oh, you can buy it at $5 below.
Why isn't the value of it the first thing in the article?
It's probably priceless.
Is anything truly priceless? 3 to 5 billion pounds. With a B. 4 billion. 50 million. 375,000 US dollars for a crown. Sell that bitch to Elon Musk and we can cure world hunger. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing as a society that exists and is worth that much? And there's people who are dying because they can't find somewhere to sleep at night.
I think at this point it's just like, it's like has to do with the historical stuff. Like you really can't sell that because it has so much historical value.
Well, yeah, you can't just sell it to someone, but like,
I feel like we should look at that and just take away from that and be like, okay, I don't think well, obviously nobody wears crowns anymore, but like, you just take that information and be like, okay, these people can't have something that's crazy. And that kind of ties into like billionaires because like, what do you need all that money for? It's the same thing as having like one of those crowns.
Elon Musk's net worth is estimated to be around $700 to $750 billion. I can't even imagine that in my head.
I don't even think you can't like realistically spend all that money in your lifetime, could you?
700. Well, of course, we understand how net worth works. That doesn't mean he has $700 billion in his bank account. But why? Why? And what good are you doing with that?
Nothing.
What good are you doing? You could do so much good with that. And he's sending Katy Perry to space. Like, what? Why?
How much does it cost?
And they had to pay for that, didn't they?
I think so.
Like, bro. Oh, okay.
That would have been like worse. Like, he could have paid for that and like nothing would have happened to his bank account.
Literally, he wouldn't even notice it. Like, someone could go steal $1 billion and he probably wouldn't even notice it. With a B. Like, what?
Should we become hackers in 2026? Just like steal $1 billion.
I know exactly where, like, Bill Gates don't care. Freaking Donald Trump's bank account, he can keep it. What's the guy who owns Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
It's Jeff Bezos, don't care. This MFer, bro, it's on.
He has 14 kids, did you know that?
If he was in front of me, I would punch him in the face.
How do we even talk about that?
Bro, the crown jewels from
Oh,
Heist.
yeah. Because it's sick. It's sick. And I say it's sick all day long, but I know if I had that amount of money, like, I'd be like, y'all leave me alone.
If I had $700 billion, there's no way I wouldn't be doing good in the world. First of all, I wouldn't have that much money to begin with, because, like, once you hit 1 billion, I don't need to make any more money at that point. I'm just going to be chilling. So we're going to take a break from, the unrealistic expectations of billionaires and society. And we're going to go to something a little bit more relatable than making $200 million a day.
Hopefully that'll be me.
What's your biggest L of the year? Loss.
I got a lot of them, but the biggest one I feel like is, okay, I'm gonna break it down to little bits and pieces, and then go into one big thing.
Okay.
My biggest L was that I was always like not preaching, but kind of like preaching in a way to like my friends and my family, saying that like you shouldn't be putting up with anything that you don't think you deserve. Like you deserve the world. Like if somebody can, like Elon, if he can make all these millions and billions of dollars, why can't you do it? If somebody can become famous on TV or on TikTok or on Instagram or whatever, you can do it too, right?
Yes.
So don't get stuck like where you're at. And I was saying
growth mindset.
Yeah, I was saying all these things, but I wasn't applying it to my life because, I was stuck at Target for 5 years. I was at Target for 5 years.
5 years, that'll come back.
5 years of misery. What do you mean they'll come back?
Because I was in my relationship for 5 years.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that. So, I was like miserable at Target, and I'm over here like talking to my friends, my family, being like, "You shouldn't accept the bare minimum."
Do you want to say Target?
Huh?
Do you want to say Target?
Say Target or
in the video, like do you or the podcast?
I don't care.
Oh, okay, that's why I'm asking, just in case.
Fuck that company.
Honestly, true.
5 miserable years. I mean, love shopping there. Just hate working for the company. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, I was telling my friends and my family, don't accept the bare minimum. Like, you deserve the world, the stars, everything. And I was just like so miserable and so angry. And I was like, now that I'm like not working there, I'm thinking about these things. And I always thought that I was like,
hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. And I'm not religious or anything, but I'm very spiritual. So I'm over here thinking about like all the things that I was trying to practice and all these things that I was trying to tell everybody, but I wasn't applying it into my own life. And it was just, it was something so stupid that was right in my face. Up until the moment that I actually like walked out, it literally hit me the second that I walked out those doors, because people were trying to get me to stay. They were begging me, and I was.
And this isn't like a 2-week notice situation.
No, it was like immediately. Like I'm leaving, and people were like, "Oh my God, Joelle, like don't leave. Like we can figure it out." Like I was like, they almost got me. They almost got me, and I was like, you know what? No, because if I don't leave, I'm never gonna leave. Nothing's gonna change. I was like, I don't care. I'm like, I literally had $34 in my bank account. $34. And I had to pay my car bill, and I had to pay my phone bill. And I was like, I don't give a damn. I walked out. I drove away. I called my mom and my dad, and they're like, okay, period. So I think it's like an L, but also a win. But mostly the L because I spent a majority of the year and the last like 5 years stuck in a place that was making me miserable. And I'm trying to see where I can go from here. I have more time to make videos. It kind of like rearranged my whole life because I'm not staying up till like 4 or 5 in the morning anymore and sleeping till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. I'm waking up like at like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I have time to make videos. I have time to go see people that I care about. And it's been very different. So I feel like the L was like me not, I guess like seeing these things because I was so like miserable. If that makes sense.
I see how that's your biggest L for the year. I would flip it and say it's your biggest W for the year.
You think so?
Because you did that for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
This is the year you changed it.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah. And before the end of the year, it was like holiday time. It was October 12th, I want to say. Wait, was it? Yeah. October like 12th, 11th or 12th. It was like one of those days.
Dang, October was a big month for us.
Yeah. It was for a lot of people, I found out, actually. But, yeah, I could see that as a win. But it just, I feel like spending so much time, that's kind of like an L. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I eventually, like, snapped out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your biggest L?
My biggest L was not creating a budget.
Okay.
I needed so badly. I moved into a less expensive apartment.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to get my life together. Like, this is going to be my year. And then I started 15 new hobbies, and I needed dopamine. And yeah, I wish this would have been the perfect year for me to really get a budget on track, and I didn't do it. So that is my biggest L for the year, but also one of my biggest goals of 2026.
Okay, that's my L too. I have 2 L's because I did need to do a budget.
It's just, yeah. I have all of the tools I need to do it. I just need to sit down and do it.
Like apply it.
Yeah.
I need to seriously do that too. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because I need to.
It's a good advice for everyone. If you don't have a budget and you're not Elon Musk and making $200 million a day, you should probably have one. Okay, so what's your biggest W?
My biggest W? It doesn't seem that big, but for me personally, it's big. is making more content than
Yeah.
I was, because like at Target, like I was making content, but it was like spread so few and far between, and I wasn't posting consistently. And I know that I've been like off grid for like 2 weeks, but that's just holiday stuff. People were sick. I was running around frantic, but I'm getting back into it, and I was trying to think before I made the podcast. I was trying to think of different ways I can continue to make content. Like, so I can kind of like get ideas for like videos and stuff like that. And then you texted me when I was at work, and you're like, we could do a podcast. And I was like, I was actually thinking about that anyway. So I thought, okay, if I do the podcast, I'll have not just a podcast, but also video for YouTube, and then I can take clips for TikTok. So it goes into all three.
Yeah.
So that's, I'm trying to be more creative. I'm trying to draw more. I'm trying to think outside the box, I guess.
Okay, this is more getting into other stuff. This is supposed to be your biggest W.
Oh. But I feel like that's a win for me, because I wasn't doing all these things.
Yeah.
So it's making me think differently. So it's not huge, but it's still big to me.
It is big. It is big. I think my biggest W of the year was finding a good therapist.
It's probably my turn to get a therapist.
My therapist has changed my life, and not because of her doing something specific, but because she's helped me see so many aspects of my life so much clearer, and helped me make decisions that I never thought I'd be able to make.
Right.
For example, ending a 5-year romantic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
5 years with
It's a long
someone
time.
is a very long time. And this is the year that I finally said, this is not serving me. I'm not the best version of myself in this relationship. And we broke up in October. I ended things. And my life did a 180. Immediately. People at work are telling me I seem happier. I'm hanging out with my friends more. I'm doing stuff that interests me.
Yeah.
I'm just in a better mood. Like, and it's just amazing how you can be in something for so long and think it's everything that you want. And the second that you're like, this isn't exactly what I thought it was, your whole life can change because you don't realize how much it's affecting you. Like, stress affects you so much. And I was stressed constantly. And I just feel really good about that decision. I am dating someone new. And it's so much healthier than my old dynamic. So that helps, of course, too. But even if I wasn't dating someone new, like, man, I visited my best friend who lives in a town like an hour and a half away. I visited her like 3 times. I never used to go do that drive because I was like, well, I could be spending time with him. But like, it's improved my life so much. And it's definitely the thing I'm the most happy I did this year, for sure.
And it's hard too, because like when you're thinking about these things, and because like 5 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Like a long time. And like when I broke up with my ex after for 6 years, I think we were dating. And you're thinking about these things, and you're like, do I really like want to? But then you start thinking about like you're not living as the best version of yourself.
Yes.
It's hard, but like when you finally rip off the Band-Aid, it's a lot easier.
It's only been 2 months. It's been 2 months since I haven't been with him, and I am the happiest I've ever been.
That's good.
Happiest I've ever been. It was a great decision. Okay, main character award. Who are you giving the main character award to in your life? The person who is like...
Oh, in my life?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like other
celebrities?
Like,
No. We're getting real. This is all about us right now.
Okay.
So who is the person that like in 2025 was like your biggest influence, your biggest impact?
I'm trying to go through all the people in my head. I feel like I'm on a stage and you're like, oh my god, thank you. I'm gonna...
It doesn't mean everyone else was like crappy, but like you can pick one person to talk about.
I know
highlight.
what you mean. It's probably my friend Alyssa. And it's mainly because, well, I've known her for a couple of years, but like she's really pushed me to like do the things that I want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like she'd always like be encouraging about it. She's like, I need to see you like doing this. Here's some ideas for like doing this and this and this and this. But not just on that, but also like things that I kind of like was letting like get to me in my life. And she was the type to like not really, sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Like, she'll kind of, like, shake me and be like, okay, Joel, you need to fucking get a grip. And you need to get it yesterday because
Yes.
you're fucking acting ridiculous.
That's a lot of F-bombs.
But, I mean, like, it's helpful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You need a person like that in your life. Everyone needs a person
because
like
whenever
that.
he's just, like, kissing your ass all the time and just, like, sugarcoating everything, you're just like, okay, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but...
Yes.
Like, I feel like a real friend, like she is, like, would be like, hey,
Gets
like,
honest
you need to snap out of it because I don't want to see you like this. Like, it's annoying. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I feel like she gets the award for that.
Yeah. And it's good to have someone like that because, like, other people who can do that, but maybe they're not at the right relationship level in your life for you to take it to heart rather than to feel like they're just being a hater.
Yeah.
So it's better when you have a deeper connection with someone and they're the person who you can listen to and say, hey, you're being an idiot, stop.
Because I have, like, friends and family and stuff that I really care about, but, like, I told my mom and my brothers, too, because I was like, it's nice to have family and everything, but, like, sometimes you just need to talk to somebody that you're not related to.
Yeah.
Or just, like, somebody that, you know what I mean? To... Not that, like, you don't want to, like, tell them everything, but, like...
I don't want to tell my family
just, like, a different
everything.
perspective, I guess. Yeah. That, too. They don't even know everything.
I don't tell anyone everything. I just tell select few people different snippets. If they all get together, it's over for me.
Yeah.
All right, my main character award, this is going to be so cliche, has to go out to my new partner, for sure. I'm not going to get emotional about it.
Do you need more tissue?
No. There's the one in there. He just... So, full disclosure, my 5-year relationship that I ended in October and my relationship with my new partner... there was like a couple months where they were concurrent just due to a polyamorous dynamic. So he and I started dating in July. I ended my old relationship in October. On top of my therapist who helped me tremendously, being in a relationship with someone who is so like emotionally intelligent and secure in themselves and a good communicator, like all the things that I thought my old partner was, but he wasn't, and I realized that once I was in a dynamic that was like that. Like I feel so much more secure in myself. I feel more secure in my relationship. I feel like so much more like a bigger sense of self-worth, like dependent on myself and not dependent on other people. My old relationship kept me very codependent, and my new relationship keeps me so independent. And just feeling those differences concurrently was a big catalyst too in why I ended the other relationship. He's great. He's great. He's not super like into being on the internet. He doesn't have like a lot of social media and stuff like that. So I'm not talking about him in specifics, but in general, he's definitely getting my main character award, and hopefully we've been together 5 months now. Maybe he'll get my main character award next year too. Who knows? But we'll see.
So it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's been so good for me. So good.
That's good.
Yes. On the flip side, villain award. I think I know who your villain is for 2025.
Really?
Unless you're going with a specific person. But even still, maybe I know a little bit.
I was going to say Target, but I feel like that's too broad.
That's what I was going to say. But then I was like, well, maybe you'll go with the person who you were having the issue with at Target that caused you to walk out.
No, not even that. Like, I don't like her, but I'm not going to, like, give her the satisfaction.
Yeah. The way you looked at the camera when you said that.
Because, like, I know that there's people at work that watch my, like, videos. I don't really care, because I want people to watch my videos, but I had, like, managers that come up to me, like, hey, just so you know, like, your managers know that you're making videos on TikTok or YouTube or doing this and this. I'm like, I really don't care. Like,
so what are you saying? They want to be a fan?
Yeah, literally. So I know some of them watch it. I really don't care. If I'm being honest, I think I'm going to give the villain award to me. Yeah, I think that award goes to me. Because, like...
Not your cheeks getting red.
Because, like, Yeah, it's me.
We are our own biggest problems in our lives sometimes.
Not that like I hate myself or
No.
like I don't want to talk down on myself. It's more the fact that like, okay, so I did have the dubs, like leaving Target, like growing more and stuff like that. But I also have this like really bad way being negative and remembering things that I should let go of and like holding on to it when I should let go of it.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me. So then like when things are going good, I tend to think about that stuff when I'm alone.
Yeah.
And I just
relatable.
but it's all me though. Like I need to let it go, you know? It's hard, but
you need some
nobody else's
security and self-worth improvements.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily like anybody else that's doing anything to me, because like somebody can do something to me and I'll just be like, you know what, whatever.
And ultimately the way you handle that reflects on yourself, right?
Yeah.
The way you handle those situations.
But I feel like, okay, even though I gave myself that villain award, I feel like I'm handling it better than I have been in previous years.
Yes.
Because if you would have, well, you've known me, but like people who don't know me, if they would have seen me like 2020.
How long have we've known each other for? What, 6 years?
I think more than that. Probably.
No, Dillard's.
Yeah.
So I started Dillard's in 2019.
Yeah. So since then,
6 years.
But like 2020 or 2021, like all the way up until like 2023, middle of 2024, I was so bad. Like, and I was coping with things by drinking a lot. And like I really, really, really cut back. A lot of people don't believe me that I cut back, but I really have. Like I'll only drink on my days off, like if that, and like I don't get blackout drunk anymore.
Yeah,
like I used to. I mean, I changed a lot, but there's still things that I need to work with internally. Of course, because
there's always things we need to work on. Every year, there's going to be something to work on.
But I think at the end of the day, I'm my biggest critic. I think that's the same for a lot of people.
Of course. But look at you. You're doing things. You're doing big things. This is our 3rd podcast episode.
Yeah.
That's something. I also gave myself the Villain Award for a lot of the same reasons. Yeah. I feel like a lot of times I make choices that aren't the best for me. And I think it's time for me to start over a new leaf. And I feel like I'm taking myself a lot more seriously now because of my increase in like my self-worth and my feeling of security. Like at the end of the day, you only have yourself. Like you have your family for support, you have your friends for support, you have your partner for support, but your life belongs to you and you only. And what you want your life to be is up to you and you only. And yeah, I think 2026 we're gonna see some changes for sure.
No,
for the
like
good.
I gotta see some changes because like I said, like I'm doing better, but there's things I need to let go of that didn't need to be let go of completely because we can't keep doing this.
Yes,
we can't keep doing this.
Yeah. New things you tried in 2025. Okay. Anything new? Anything interesting?
I tried caviar.
How was that?
Tara had me try it. It wasn't bad.
Was it like black eggs? Like what is the difference between caviar and roe?
She eats vegan food for the most part, so it was vegan caviar. It was made from seaweed.
Oh, okay.
But seaweed, I don't know if you had seaweed, but it has like a fishy taste to it.
I've only had it in sushi.
To me, it kind of tastes like goldfish flakes. Like the way that they smell.
Don't ruin sushi for me, please.
But the caviar wasn't bad. I had like one little piece that was like literally like this big. And also, she's like, Joelle, she's like, if you don't eat some more. But
okay, but I feel like I would be more likely to try that than like actual caviar.
Like fish eggs.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably try the other one too. But I tried that. But as far as like new things, like new things, went on a friend trip to Chicago. I think that was like in June or July. There was like, cause I grew up in Chicago and like there's like, it's just like so big. There's so many like things to do. But there's like a lot of things that I did for the first time. That was like really fun.
Like what?
I went on the boat. Like,
the building's collapsing.
I went on a boat that headed to Chinatown. Went to Chinatown. What else did I do? There was a museum that I went to that I've never been to before.
I love a good museum. I tried a few new things. I grew my first ever garden.
Did you take pictures?
Yeah.
You can show me later.
Yes. It's like if I had it like organized, then I would pull it up. But I never do anything half-assed.
Mm-hmm.
So I went full-fledged into gardening. I wrote down a list of some of the things I can remember. Broccoli, potatoes, tomatoes, lettuce, peppers, carrots, strawberries, green onion, onions, cucumber.
So did you cook anything specific with those things?
I made a lot of pico.
Okay.
With my tomatoes, onions. I grew some cilantro too.
Does it taste better than grocery store stuff?
And jalapeno. I would say it's almost the same to some things better. Like, I liked the tomatoes more. I don't like tomatoes. I don't typically just eat tomatoes. I'll eat them in things, like in pico.
Mm-hmm.
Or like tomato sauce, tomato soup. I eat that stuff. But in general, I'm not going to just eat a tomato. Let's see. The peppers were really good. The strawberries, I couldn't get down. So...
Like, they were, like, what? They didn't taste good? They were sour?
Yeah, like, I couldn't figure out how to get them to thrive.
Mm.
I got a crap ton of cucumbers. Cucumbers are one of the easiest things to grow, I hear. My potatoes, excellent. My broccoli, excellent.
Really?
My carrots. I think I got, like, one little spindly. This is a picture that actually I feel like I should show. My carrot harvest. My carrots I was growing were on, like, in a grow bag up on a table. And we get a lot of deer in my backyard. And the deer ate my carrot tops. So...
How do animals know? Because I feel like a carrot really wouldn't have a smell if it was underground, right? What is that? That looks like a little pepper.
That's my carrot. I don't know. Hopefully you can see this. That's my little carrot. We're going to be doing that again in 2026 for sure. I fully embraced my granny era, as I call it, with my crocheting, my garden. I got a sewing machine, and I've sewn some things into my crochet, which is fun. Most recently, I started crafting a lot more. Sculpting with clay, painting. I'm trying a little bit of drawing, but I'm not very good at it yet. So I tried a lot of new things in 2025, and a lot of things that are going to continue into 2026 for sure.
That's good. That's a lot of things.
Yeah. Yes. I would say last thing that I think would be fun to finish off on is what they're calling receipts review, like where you expected your year to be and where it actually is.
Oh, like comparing?
And how do you feel about that? Yeah.
I wanted to be doing like more content stuff, but I was just so stuck at Target.
Yeah.
And I was getting frustrated because I wasn't making content and posting online. I think definitely like going to this new year, like with like a new sleep schedule and like a different frame of mind, it'll be easier to be more consistent and post online. I just want to see what I record. I want to record like a lot more things. I want to
seeing your content grow.
Yeah, I want to eat more food, like different foods,
Oh.
not just like food in general, but like I want
try more things.
Try different things.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching or listening, whichever one you were doing. If you're watching the YouTube video, please like and subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, you could either like or subscribe on TikTok or also subscribe to YouTube if you like long form content. I'm Joelle. This is Alexa.
I was going to say hello, but
oh.
we're saying goodbye. I forgot.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram at Lexa90. I think my TikTok is at Lexa92. I'm going to maybe start posting on there again.
On TikTok? You should.
Maybe. But I have to remember what my username is.
Oh.
At Alexa Denise on TikTok.
And all of my socials are the same. It's Joelle's Reality with the underscore in between Joelle and Reality. But yeah, thank you.
Bye.